Angela Rayner is no stranger to making a fool of herself on national television, and we know the Labour government are full of lies and have been lying since day one. However, I can't quite get over this video clip of Angela Rayner. In today's video, we will be watching a clip of a lying Angela Rayner speak with so much conviction that it has now led her to being brutally humiliated worldwide. Not only that, but we will also go over all of the latest news from up and down the country. Just a quick one to say we do have new One Keir t-shirts available on our website. Go to britishstand.com or check the link in the description. Angela Rayner called Nigel Farage a conspiracy theorist at the end of July for saying there were questions to answer about the Southport terror attack. As Deputy Prime Minister, it is highly likely she knew it was no such thing. He was right. The government knew the details, Ricin, Al-Qaeda manual, but kept it from the public, no doubt to avoid stirring up community tensions. Have a watch of this clip of Angela plain-face lying and gaslighting in an interview.
The real concern for me with this, and it's happening time and time again now as well, is that before the facts are known, even before the family and the victims know the facts, people are jumping to conclusions. Now, can you imagine if you're in those circles? You want the answers, you want to know, why is this happening?
But also imagine your horror, your most desperate moment of your life being piggybacked by people in order to cause trouble. Now, I think it's pretty clear that one of the people doing the piggybacking was Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage put out a statement online yesterday, and as ever, when he does this, he skirts around the hard language, but he speaks in a code that his supporters understand, that anyone with ears and a brain understands. And the code is, I'm making this about me, I'm making this about immigration, I'm making this about fight for your country, all of that kind of language, that nationalistic and worse language. He's a race baiter, isn't he?
I just think I've had my issues with Nigel Farage. In previous elections, you can find footage of me taking Nigel Farage on about that poster that he did that time, you know, trying to stir up
with the row of people behind him.
With the row of people trying to stir up problems and troubles. And
he's an MP now.
I know, and that is the point really. As a member of Parliament, he must understand that you have a level of responsibility. You're a community leader. You're elected to represent your constituency, and therefore you have a level of responsibility with that. And it's not to stoke up what conspiracy theories or what you think might have happened, or lean it into what you think. Actually, there's a responsibility to say the police are doing a difficult job. Local authorities, all of the services that are on the ground, we want to establish facts as soon as possible, and we have a responsibility to hold the community together and say, let's get the facts, and then let's look at what the actual solutions are and what we can do about the horrific situation that we find ourselves in, not to stir up these, fake news online. And I think that that's really painful for people who are in those circumstances as well, that are caught up in a trauma that instantly happened. They suddenly, their whole world has changed. They need the support of the family liaison officers. They need the police to be talking to them first. And they need the support of those agencies. That what they don't need to do is see online that what's happened to them is somehow being debated about what could have been or couldn't have been.
Is it time to look at the legitimacy of the English Defence League? The police said before these events, and they've said earlier...
This is how people reacted as the clip has resurfaced. This user said she would have been briefed as Deputy PM. I cannot believe I am saying that Rayner is Deputy PM. This user said, the meme of the only thing separating a conspiracy theory from the truth is about 6 months continues to ring true. Never fails. Land said, yes, Angela Rayner. You know we never forget. Right? This user said, it's so disgraceful this stuff, it's beyond words, Mark said. Labour always happy to lie, how can anyone trust them? Stuart said, it's not a conspiracy theorist. Any more is it, or misinformation, so let our people go from jail. This user said, shock, same old Labour. Lies, lies, and more lies. This user said, it just proved what we all knew. Labour aren't interested in protecting anyone but themselves, and when challenged find themselves out of their depth. Nothing is changed. Children died. People wanted answers and they got lies. Starmer must go. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. In other news, A 14-year-old boy has been arrested on suspicion of murder after a 12-year-old died in a brutal stabbing in Birmingham. West Midlands Police reported that the boy was discovered with serious injuries near Scribers Lane, Hall Green, just after 3 p.m. on Tuesday. The boy was swiftly taken to hospital but died from his injuries, the force added. His family have been informed and are being supported by specially trained officers. West Midlands Police said in a statement, "We are continuing to appeal for any information which could help in our investigation. We have set up our Major Incident Public Portal, MIPP, where members of the public can submit photos or video evidence." Detective Inspector Joe Davenport, from the West Midlands Police Major Crime Unit, said that the force was urgently reviewing CCTV and speaking to witnesses to understand what happened and why and who was responsible. Police have requested anyone in the area who might have been a witness or recorded any of the event to reach out as soon as possible. The horrific stabbing took place on the very same day that MPs were told the current ban on knife sales to under-18s has not been effective following the Southport attack last July. As it stands, the sale of knives with a fixed blade of over 3 inches long to anyone below the age of 18 is illegal in England and Wales. If the law is breached, retailers face possible fines or even prosecution. Home Secretary Yvette Cooper has revealed that Southport murderer Axel Rudakubana was easily able to order a knife on Amazon, even as a 17-year-old with previous convictions over violence. In the Commons, Cooper told MPs, "That's a total disgrace, and it must change. So we will bring in stronger measures to tackle knife sales online in the Crime and Policing Bill this spring." Lastly, Princess Kate's recovery was harder than we thought, according to a royal insider. As the Princess of Wales announced, she has entered a new chapter in her cancer journey. Kate, 43, announced her relief at being in remission from cancer after her first solo engagement since 2023, visiting the Royal Marsden Hospital in London, where she underwent her chemotherapy treatments. The insider told People, "She has drawn a line under the last year, and she can move forward. The word remission is such a positive one to use, and it just feels a veil has been lifted on their life of the last year." In her statement on January 14th, the princess acknowledged the challenges of adjusting to her new normal while remaining focused on recovery. A source close to the royal household revealed, "It has been a tough journey, harder than we perhaps thought." The Princess of Wales has said that she is focusing on family as she adapts to life after treatment, with Prince William and their 3 children at the centre of her priorities. The royal insider added, "For the princess, family, her husband and children, are more important than anything else." Kate plans to maintain a similar pace of royal engagements as she did in late 2024 as she makes a gradual return to duties. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.